Lawrence, I'm so glad you're awake.
This is the infirmary. I see you have been taking care of...
Please, you mustn't get up. They said your wounds aren't too deep. Apparently the blow to your head was the worst of it.
I see. My apologies for all the trouble.
It feels odd having to stand like this. I think I feel my legs clipping through the ground somehow.
To think my outing on the battlefield would end not in glory, but merely in losing consciousness. What is it, Marianne? I am perfectly all right. You needn't worry yourself over me.
No, it's my fault you ended up like this. You shouldn't have saved me, Lawrence. If only I had been injured in your place.
I must have been hallucinating during the battle.
What?
All was well one moment, and the next I felt a sharp gaze piercing my soul. Help me, it beckoned. No sooner had I turned around than I saw you there. The very same words seeming to float across your lips, but it seems my eyes were deceiving me. So you see, the blame for my injuries lies entirely with me. I simply assumed you were asking for my help, and thrust myself into danger to provide it.
No, it's not your fault. Please. To be honest, I truly was asking for help.
My apologies for teasing you so, Marianne, but I know now how you actually feel. And I'm glad to know it was not just a hallucination after all.
For so much of my life, I didn't care if I lived or died. And yet when I saw you there beside me, I realized I did care. I wanted to live.
And that is good enough. Such instincts are only natural. You needn't try to justify it to yourself or anyone else.
Lawrence.
I thank you for opening up to me, Marianne. We will survive this war. Together.
Now can that camera angle please kindly sway away from me much further? I don't think my legs can handle being clamped into the ground for very, very much longer.
We will. And thank you.
Oh god, I think I'm about to feel my legs break apart any second.
Late again. I just get so caught up in my studies. There it is again! No, it must be Raphael today. It has to be. I checked that he'd be training and everything.
Has to be a cat though.
He even specifically said he'd be doing it after dinner, so... That doesn't make it any less scary, though. I guess he can't help but yell while he trains, but I really wish he'd figure out how not to.
Hey, what's with the creepy voice?
I could ask you the same thing. Do you have to be so loud and booming all the time? The least you could do is keep it down a bit. Raphael! What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm on my way back from my training session. But you heard that weird noise too, right? I tried listening real close to see where it was coming from, but no luck.
Wait. You mean to tell me you're not the one who was making it? And here I'd convinced myself it was you training.
Hey now! My muscles scream during a good workout, but it's nothing horrible like that.
I'm sorry, Raphael. Wait, that's not the point. If it wasn't you, then maybe there really is a ghost.
There!
Oh no! It's here!
Yep, I think it's coming from inside the storage.
I don't care where it's coming from. Just go on and check it out.
Well, okay. But are you sure you want me going alone? I'd be leaving you here all by yourself.
I don't care where it's coming from. Just go on and check it out already, Raphael. I don't care. Yeah, I don't want that. I'll stay hidden behind you.
This is the place. Come on, Lysithea. We're going in.
Oh, it's a dog. I just assumed it was a cat, but it's a dog. A very cute dog.
Wait, it's a puppy?
Oh, hey there, little guy. You hungry again? You're a big eater, just like me. The minute you finish one meal, it's straight on to seconds.
Raphael, do you know this dog?
Oh, yeah, he's my eating buddy. Little guy can chomp down 10 times his body weight in food.
Wow, and he stayed so small. Oh, wait just a minute. Shouldn't you have realized it was him earlier? I got all spooked for nothing.
Whoops, my bad.
Thank you for all of your help again today.
I was happy to do it.
Bring me more hay, Four Eyes? That's so rude. I'm sorry, Ignatz. I fear she's getting a bit too familiar with you now.
I'm just glad she's getting used to me. Although I probably could have done without that Four Eyes comment.
Ignatz, why have you continued helping me care for these Pegasi? Surely you have enough to paint your picture now. Yet you continue fetching hay and mucking out stalls.
You're probably right. But this is for my dreams. You remember the painting you picked up before? Well, I created it to resemble the Pegasus I once rode with my mother when I was small.
You rode a Pegasus with your mother?
Yes. I heard she was a Pegasus Knight a long time ago, and when I showed interest, she took me for a ride. The moment we took off, I got so scared I buried myself in her sleeve and missed the whole first part. But once I finally managed to pry open my eyes, the view was breathtaking. I saw the whole of Leicester spread out before me. It stirred something in my heart, and I wanted...
You wanted to become a painter?
I wanted to become a Pegasus Knight. But that was just one of my many silly childhood dreams. Plus, after we landed, my mother told me that Pegasi don't allow adult men to ride them. So that pretty much nipped my dream in the bud.
I see.
But while I may have been forced to give up that dream, I can be anything I want in my imagination.
I can be anything.
And by interacting with Pegasi like this, it's easier to imagine myself soaring through the sky.
You clearly still hold dear the desire to ride one. Even if we weren't speaking of it now, your passionate feelings resonate throughout your paintings.
What? You can sense my feelings?
Yes. I can easily tell how precious you consider Pegasi.
Oh, that's what you meant.
And if this one understands how you feel, then maybe, just maybe, she will permit you to ride her.
But isn't that impossible?
Normally, yes. But she's very used to you now, and honestly, I'd really like to see it. I would dearly love to see your dream finally come true.
Well, if you put it like that, I can't very well say no. Hello, Pegasus. Will you please deign to carry your new friend Four Eyes up into the sky? No, I take it back! I take it all back! I wanted to fly, but not like this!
Oh dear, I thought she'd let him climb on her back, not grab his clothing in her teeth. Goodness, I hope they don't rip. It would be a very long way down.
I can't enjoy the scenery like this! Marianne! Help me!
Sand, rain, river? Is he writing of the weather?
Are you all right, Petra? That's quite the noise that just came flying out of your diaphragm.
Linhardt, perhaps you can be helping me. This letter is giving me much difficulty.
A letter, is it? I was under the impression that you had no trouble reading the language of Fodlan.
I also had that thought, but this page is not making sense. Can you be reading it for me?
What? Oh, no, I couldn't. This is a private matter. I mean, I don't even know who it's from.
But I cannot be writing back if I do not know what they are saying. Please, do this favor for me.
Oh, very well. Let me have a look. Goodness, no wonder you struggled with this. It couldn't be more archaic. Right, well, let me give this a shot. Yon world is endless sand, and I but a parched grain air upon its bosom. Oh, beauty! Was it the western wind which brought thee hither, merciful rain? Soft, my river o'erfloweth. Petra, is this a love letter?
That is a possibility, but I do not have certainty.
Okay, you definitely should have mentioned that before I started reading this. Well, too late now, I suppose.
Indeed. I am blaming the letter. If no one can have understanding of it, the writer is a waster of paper.
Well, it's not that I don't understand so much as... Look, let me just give this back to you.
You have understanding? You must be teaching me.
Oh, very well. The writer is using archaic speech to express his love for you through metaphor. So much so that I would say they have gone and spoiled the whole thing.
So he has passion? I am pleased, although I have little knowledge of the letter's writer.
Really? From what he's written here, it sounds as if he sees you every day. Also, the letter is absolutely rife with mistakes. Take this passage, for example. I think he mentioned the western wind in an effort to evoke Brigid, but it's actually the southern wind that brings rain. Besides which, the merciful rain is a gift from the goddess. This paramour of yours shouldn't be tossing such sacrilegious comparisons about. And I won't even ask how a grain can be parched, let alone turn into an overflowing river.
The words have richness and color. I wish I could be reading them as well as you.
Trust me, it's nothing special. Well-crafted writing has layers. This just has apostrophes.
Yeah.
So, are you planning to write him back?
This has been a most painful lesson of how little I am knowing. I must be reading many books to study the old speech of Fodlan before making my reply.
I sure hope she doesn't plan on writing him back in the same style, or they're going to end up talking right past each other.
That would surely be terrible.
Nice job, Leone. That's one of the biggest deer I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's gonna make for a fine feast. Well, let's start breaking it down and...
Well, what's wrong?
Ignatz, there's only one arrow in this deer.
Hey, you're right. That's weird. I thought both of us hit the mark, but I guess not.
These arrows are all standard issue, so there's no way to tell which one of us fired the kill shot. Well, my arrow felt great when I let it fly, so I think it's safe to assume this is mine.
Maybe. It didn't penetrate very deep, so it might actually be mine. I can't draw my bow back as far as you know. But, I mean, it could easily be yours too. I don't actually know for sure.
It's true that it's not too deep. And you do have great aim. Nope, it's mine. Has to be. The shot just felt too good when I let it go.
I guess one of us could have hit a different deer. Although, I haven't actually seen any others.
Doesn't matter. Pull the arrow out while I get ready to hang and skin it.
Okay, sure. Huh? Hang on, there's something in... Ah.
Hurry up, Ignatz. We've got to hang it and drain it before the blood congeals.
Leone, look! I found the other arrow!
Well, someone seems delighted. Where was it?
In the deer.
What?
There was a shadowed arrowhead inside the wound, and after I dug around a bit, I also found splintered fragments of a shaft.
Wait, so the first arrow hit the deer, and then the second one hit in the exact same place?
Sure seems that way. That would also explain why the arrow we found was so shallow.
Wow, that's seriously impressive.
Yeah. We weren't off by so much as an inch.
This is great news. I was so certain I'd hit the deer, but then I started doubting myself. I think it would have broken my brain if I was wrong.
I worried I was losing my touch, too.
We were thinking the exact same thing.
I know, right? That's too funny.
Honestly, you're such a crack shot, it would have been strange if you missed from that distance.
And no one hunts better than you, Leone.
Doesn't matter if we're hunting deer or trading blows on the battlefield. There's no one I'd rather have at my side than you.
Same here. Now, let's take care of this deer so we can start that feast.
The Imperial Army casts the Knights of Seiros in the Valley of Torment. To learn the battle that reaches there, you are facing a difficult decision.
From the looks of it, I'd say the Knights of Seiros have the Imperial forces on the back foot.
The Imperial Army is being led by Randolph, one of Count Burghley's relatives. He's supposed to be quite a formidable warrior, but then again, he's up against Thunder Catherine. Hard to consider him the favorite in that fight.
Even so, it doesn't look like the battle will be decided anytime soon. We can afford to take our time.
But won't things get for the Imperial Army if we don't bail them out soon?
I'm sure they will. But if we rush in without a solid plan, we'll be the ones getting stuck with the business end of Thunderbrand. We'll swoop in with a surprise attack right when their defeat seems all but certain. For now, we should prepare for the battle ahead.
I've seen that look before. Claude's got another scheme brewing.
Does he? I still can't tell what's going on in that guy's head.
Defeat the Church of Seiros army. Your soldiers routed. So Des happy. And Conscience. Having movie speed is better than nothing. Let's go.
We should move before the Imperial Army is wiped out. Launch the surprise attack.
What army is that? Wait, are they attacking us?
We assassinate the Imperial soldiers.
The Federation army has come to our aid. Now we can assist Lord Randolph.
The Federation army has come to our rescue? I thank you. We don't have to worry about attacks from the rear now.
Oh. Get out of him. Come on. Get out of him. Don't need him. Get out of here.
Leave this to me. I will not waver.
Oh. Yup.
If you really want to take out Thunder Catherine, this is the best way to play it.
Quad, is something wrong?
No, it's not.
For a surprise attack to be successful, it needs to be executed quickly. Or that's what I read in a book on tactics, anyway.
Randolph, you can sense you're outmatched, can't you? You have no hope of winning. Surrender now.
Now we can cover ground more quickly.
There we go.
We did it! Now the Imperial Army can rally their forces.
We'll hold here until all the commanders going to aid Randolph reach the stronghold.
I'm in here now.
Is everyone ready? Then let's hurry to Lord Randolph's aid.
This thing.
The Imperial Army has rallied. They might turn the tables on us at this rate. Main forces with me. We're going to strike right in the center. Everyone else, circle around behind the enemy. Move out!
Thunder Catherine is on the move. Now's our chance to capture the enemy strongholds.
Alright.
Now is our chance. They cannot.
Let's try this.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
Not a problem.
I can put myself.
No charge.
Put you up
Just leave
there.
it to me. Now is our chance.
I don't know. You can go over there.
They cannot stop us.
Let's try this.
You can go over there.
Let's.
The Imperial Army will scatter if Randolph falls. Keep advancing!
You like that?
Just gonna capture this one here, just in case.
An enemy messenger? You're not getting past me.
Quexen, they're not getting past me.
All right, take it down.
I'm all right.
There we go.
We'll rush the stronghold at once.
I guess running away is our only option.
Where'd they come from?
Do not let any of them escape. We take all of them down right here, right now.
Alright.
Smash that stronghold into rubble.
Oh, if I must.
I'd heard the rumors, but I never imagined she was this strong.
Claude, are you certain this is the best course? The Imperial Army is struggling.
Yeah, that's just what I expected. Right now, we need to get a move on and capture those strongholds.
I see you've made your choice, Randolph. Ha! Ha!
Is this the end?
I'd hoped to help them after surrounding the Knights, but there just wasn't enough time.
Lady Catherine, the Federation army has us completely surrounded.
They let their allies die in order to trap us? Hurry and forge an escape route! We will find a way to survive this!
I will proceed swiftly to Catherine's aid.
They surrounded us, huh? We're in hot water now, Kathy.
Weep.
If we can convince some of them to surrender, we'll reduce our number of casualties.
I don't think she's a knight. She might surrender if we talk to her.
We can't let a single one get away. We have to whittle down the Church forces as much as possible.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
Let's try this.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
I'm on it. No
You
charge.
kidnap out is this one over there.
Just leave it to...
I am at the height of my powers under the darkness of night.
And you are still no match for me.
I'm unstoppable.
Your efforts lift everyone's spirits. I am no exception, of course.
Hey, you're with the Knights of Seiros. You've got noble written all over you. Why not join us? We'll treat you right.
Just happy. Right there.
Maybe that's for the best. After all, I have a dream to fulfill.
Gotta wait for this pass. There we go.
You maybe let me go? I'd really rather not sigh if I can avoid it.
Hey, why don't we just stop? You dying here won't accomplish anything, right?
You got me there. I guess I'll do what you ask. You did beat me after all.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these...
Goddamn. They'll take care of the last one there.
What a mess I've gotten myself into. We'll just have to buckle down and prepare for a fight.
So we are to claim victory by sacrificing the Imperial Army? How is this conscionable?
And why are there? One of them can
Now
open
it
chests
is
for me. 9.
Now it is my...
Sacrificing our allies in order to win? Is that really the kind of leader you are, Claude?
Oh, you want that? When did you get up there?
I've got it.
I'll take you all on.
Thunder Catherine's the only one left. Everyone, attack!
I'll take as many of you Federation cowards with me as I can.
Sammy didn't bring me here for extra dialogue. Whoop! Very so. Whoosh.
I will never let you lay a finger on Lady Rhea with those filthy hands.
Well, that was easy.
That was an ugly battle.
Your Majesty, it appears that none of the Church's soldiers have survived the battle.
What about our allies?
The Federation troops sustained minimal casualties. However, the Imperial forces appear to have been wiped out. That includes General Randolph.
I'm sorry to hear that. Tell everyone to start getting their things together.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Not one enemy made it off the battlefield alive. From a tactical standpoint, that's an ideal outcome. At least, it's supposed to be. But it still leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth. Even so, the only way I can go is forward. Now that I've taken this first step, there's no turning back. Not after what I've already done. These hands will never be clean again.
Yay, Constance and Happy are back.
Claude, what happened out there? You left those Imperial troops to die. Was that your plan all along?
I wanted to win that battle with as few casualties on our side as possible. What other choice did I have?
You had plenty of other options. Did you really think we couldn't handle it?
Our military capabilities only go so far. We can't risk losing even one of our capable commanders, no matter how unlikely that might be.
But that kind of thinking got Randolph killed. You signed that pact. Wasn't he supposed to be our ally? I don't see the value in sacrificing lives that we might have been able to save. How does that make you any different from the nobles who just throw mercenary lives to the wind? Am I gonna be next?
Of course not. I could never replace you. Please, you've got to understand that.
You should listen to what your commander is saying, Your Majesty. Everyone else feels the same way, myself included. You're the king of the Leicester Federation. You have to conduct this war in a way that inspires people to follow you.
I hear what you're saying, but what good does it do if we fight honorably just to lose?
Why are you assuming we'd lose? You should know better than to write off your own army like that. Don't you agree, kid?
You need to have more faith in us. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to put our faith in you.
You're not fighting this war by yourself. We're all a team here. So you need to sit down and have a long, hard think about what that really means.
Okay, I'll give it some thought. But I can't guarantee I'll arrive at the answer you want me to. I'm going to follow the path I believe in. That's what I set out to do as king. Let's just make sure Randolph's remains get back to the Empire for a proper burial.
Golden wildfire. Love and loss. The formation of the Leicester Federation astonishes onlookers in all corners of Fodlan. But the treaty between the Federation and the Empire proves to be an even greater shock. Claude decides to send troops into the kingdom. However, his rash actions only spawn more problems, one of which is currently creeping towards him.
That's worrisome.
Randolph, why have you come back to me like this?
Lady Fleisch, please. You must get a hold of yourself.
My brother... How did this happen?
Lord Randolph fought bravely against Thunder Catherine. He managed to create an opening for the Federation army to swoop in and rout the Church's forces. It was a crushing victory. For the Federation, that is.
What? You were there? But the Federation said there were no survivors from the Imperial Army.
When it became clear what transpired, Lord Randolph bid me, and only me, to escape with my life. He did this so I could tell you, Lady Fleisch, how his death came to pass.
He did?
The King of Leicester used us as decoys. He was able to seize victory by leaving us for slaughter. When I think of how tragic it is that Lord Randolph should be cut down in the prime of his life.
He was left to be slaughtered? They must pay for what they've done. I swear to you, dear brother, I will not let them get away with this. Please, I implore you, gather what soldiers you can. Skilled mercenaries too, anyone you can find. I will empty our vaults. Borrow money from the Count. Whatever it takes to pay them.
But Lady Fleisch, whatever for?
For revenge against the King of Leicester. I will have his head.
Well, this is only gonna strain our relations with the Empire now.
Understood. I will make the arrangements at once. That was almost too easy.
Wait a sec. Something big is at play here.
I have to say, I'm still not used to this new look of yours.
That makes two of us. But it will bother me less once I'm on the battlefield.
I sure hope that's the case, because we've already got our next job lined up. We're going up against the Alliance again. Oh, no, wait, they're called the Federation now. Well, you know who I mean. To be honest, I'm feeling a little uneasy about this one. It's probably just because they're paying an arm and a leg for us, but be careful, okay?
I will. You do the same.
Oh, right. I've been meaning to give you this. Never used to be without it. Cuts like a dream. I want you to have it. Swords like this are given to captains of the Knights of Seiros, and mine was just collecting dust in the band's convoy.
That's right. Alois mentioned you used to serve there.
That was a lifetime ago. I don't plan on swinging this sword ever again.
But are you sure you want to give it away? It must be quite special to you.
Well, I mean, I already got this real special sword right here. Just, I don't know how. It's really quite... It's really quite something, right?
I'd be happiest seeing you get some use out of it.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Be good to it, all right?
It's been a while since we last gathered here. I wasn't sure there'd ever be another roundtable conference again.
It's still a good way to pool our information, right? Much easier than trying to hunt each of you down individually.
But is it really okay for us to be sitting here with everyone else?
Should us commoners even be here at all?
Of course. I want you all here. And if you have something to say, don't hold back, all right?
If that's the case, then I'll just say it. I'm starving!
Me too, Raphael.
Okay, Raphael, maybe hold back a little. Let's check in with how things stand across the Federation. Any shifts in public opinion?
For the moment, at least, it remains unchanged. Despite our declaration of war on Lady Rhea and the Central Church, the individual churches in our cities and villages have remained calm. So long as services continue as they always have, we may not see any particular unrest among the common folk.
It's the same in Ordelia territory. My father didn't try to sugarcoat the news when he announced it to our people. But surprisingly, there haven't been any signs of disorder.
The same goes for Goneril territory. If anything, things seem more stable now than before. That's why I'm able to keep fighting alongside all of you.
This is also true of Edmund territory.
I guess no one in Leicester is all that upset about Lady Rhea becoming our enemy then.
I doubt most commoners would even recognize Rhea. So I guess it makes sense they wouldn't care too much about her.
Then it seems we've avoided the worst-case scenario. All that work from the Eastern Church must have really paid off.
The Eastern Church?
It's the branch of the Church of Seiros that covers the Leicester region. They don't have much of a presence compared to the Western Church, but their bishop is a really upstanding individual. The bishop advised the regional priests to respond calmly to the news, so they wouldn't cause panic in their congregations. All things considered, it looks like continuing our war against the Central Church and Fargus won't be a problem.
So we're really going after the kingdom, huh?
It's our best hope of ending this war quickly while maintaining our independence. To be clear, I'm not suggesting we burn our way through Fargus, pillaging everything in sight. Yes, we're going to defeat the kingdom and wipe the Central Church off the map. But we're going to do so in a way that spares as many lives as possible. And that's why you're all here. I want to tap into your collective wisdom to figure out the best way to go about this.
So you finally decided to rely on your friends a little.
Don't mock me, Judith. I've depended on all these fine people this whole time. I just figured I could be making even better use of their strengths. If anyone has any thoughts about my methods, I'm all ears. I need your help here.
You can count on us. Isn't that right, Ignatz?
Huh? Oh, right. We all need to work together to end this war.
Well, I guess if you need our help that badly, who am I to say no? And what do you think?
Hey, you can count on me. And not just for my muscles either. I'm pretty sure I've got some wisdom kicking around up here.
Such confidence. I assume this is because you're finally putting some faith in me. I'm so glad you've come around.
Granted, around the point where things might go very badly for us.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Then, without further ado, let's figure out our next move.
The time has come to put my intellect to good use. You will be the mouthpiece for my thoughts, I trust.
Don't get too carried away, yeah? They're not expecting much from me here.
Another single battle. Well, I was not expecting 2 for the price of 1, but here we are, I guess. Considering what's about to happen, though, probably for the best it's just a single battle.
Here's what I had in mind.
What if we do this instead?
I've got an idea.
None of this really helps, but
Here's what
fine.
I've
Whatever.
got this under control.
One step at a time.
I wish to
It's quite difficult to get people to band together for a common cause. Each person is their own entity, which means they have different desires and goals. And yet, since ancient times, people have thought it wise to try and unify all those viewpoints under a single king. Wonder how long we'll be until we break free from that custom. I want to do. But that's probably not what's going to happen next time on Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Hopes. I get it. I get entirely feeling that something bad is probably about to happen, and we should probably try to stop that whenever we can. Though us characters don't really know that quite yet, so that's going to be quite a surprise twist for them when that happens. So next time on Let's Play Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes, we're going to figure out what the fuck this sort of battle even means. I'll see you guys then. So maybe I should probably check for a better log. Have I done this before? Okay, no, I guess this is basically just new, I guess. Yep, okay, so we basically have a new pale log. Okay. Shit, about time. We'll do that in the main mission next time in Let's Play Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. See you guys then.